What's up, Nail Geeks? I am back again today with Pahlish's August release for you guys. This is the Space Land collection inspired by Cowboy Bebop, and I must say this is one hell of a collection. I have seen the anime myself, Cowboy Bebop, here and there. My husband's actually a pretty big fan, and he was oohing and awing over these colors with me. So without further ado, let's dive into it. First up is Heavy Metal Queen. This is described as a flamingo coral with soft aqua to rose pink shifting glow. This is crazy glowy in person, just really in your face. Now, it does have a crelly feel on application. For opacity, this one's really going to depend on your application type and your nail length. So that goes as a blanket statement for all the shimmers in this collection. I feel like they can be reached to opacity between 2 to 3 coats. This one I took up to 3 coats on it. I felt like I was going in just a little bit on the thinner side. Definitely I feel like I kind of went into it feeling like, okay, am I going to go heavy, thin? How am I going to go about this? So I feel like I started off pretty thin and then I went in normal after that. Overall, the shimmers, especially this one, have a really nice self-leveling. They do dry down a little bit on the matte side, so personally I would recommend a glossy top coat to really make the shimmer pop. But I also want to note that I am having a bit of a ridge issue on my nails right now, so just throwing it out there, I did have to be a little bit extra on these. I'm back working in the lab on campus again, and I do deal with very strong detergents, so sometimes my nails get a little bit funky from that. So just throwing it out there, I'm having a little bit of unevenness, so I did go up for that extra third coat. Overall, very strong, and I do feel like the video is being color accurate for this one. Next is Ganymede Elegy. This is described as a dark aqua cream packed with iridescent flakes. And packed with iridescent flakes, I feel like that is a bit of an understatement. This is loaded with flakes. Gives off a very strong iridescent feel overall. And that base color is absolutely gorgeous. So I would agree it is a dark aqua cream, though not on the vampy side when referring to dark. There is a bit of a dusky feel overall. You'll see it on the second coat. For this one, I'm going to suggest going in between 2 to 3 coats again. Once again, this entire collection is going to depend on your nail length and your application type. I feel like, once again, on that first coat, I did go in pretty thin, just to kind of judge it for how I'm going to go in for the rest of my coats. Now, per usual, I give my bottles a good shake, as I'm always saying, and I had no issues whatsoever picking up those flakes. The formula on this one overall feels very crelly-like to me. Definitely flirting with a little more on the jelly side, but it definitely appears like a strong crelly lean overall. So you'll get that really lovely pond effect from those flakes. They just give this strong aqua to like a limey type of green, iridescent glow overall, just really nice opalescent feel, and they lay down nice and flat for me. So no issues picking them up on the brush outside of the bottle, and I was smooth sailing. Now this one does dry down a little bit on the satin side, so I'm a glossy gal. I went in with my normal glossy top coat, and as you can see here on the full hand shot, really nice popping from those flakes. No problems to report here. Super flattering shade. I do feel like the video is being color accurate for what you'll see in bright lights. Next up is Mad Pierrot. This is a soft plum with a bright green to rose pink shifting glow. So the shimmers in this collection are not shy whatsoever. These have such strong shimmer qualities in them. They are packed full of that pigment. So this one I absolutely adored. I really appreciate a good mauve type of color, and I feel like this is like a plummy type of mauve. Definitely takes 2 to 3 coats to build up here as well. Once again, I am dealing with some ridges on my nails, so I took this one up to 3 coats to really make it pop and have everything even out overall. Now this one, that base color is a lovely, like I said, mauve-y type of color overall, very pretty. I do feel like what you're seeing in the video here, at least on my monitor, is coming off as to what I'm seeing in person. I want to note the shimmer is so crazy strong in this one. You'll mostly see it as a lime green, with a very strong rosy type of shift overall. I mean, it is really in your face for the shimmer here. I am wearing a glossy top coat on that full hand shot, and I was good to go. So next is Waltz for Venus. This is described as a soft mulberry cream packed with iridescent flakes. So I feel like this is one of those base colors that do typically give me a little bit of an issue when I swatch them. I always worry about them coming off color accurate, but I will say on the video, I do feel like this is pretty good of a representation for what I'm seeing in person. So once again, we've got a lovely curly packed crazy full of these iridescent rainbowy type of flakes, very like a unicorn type feel overall. So I would agree that the perfect description for that base color is a mulberry color, very berry like. We have maybe a hint of a mauve going on here, but just right there on that mulberry tone. So for this one, I'm going to suggest 2 to 3 coats, once again for opacity, depending on how you apply and whatnot. I felt like on that second coat, I was really good to go. Very nice opacity build up there. Once again, no problems with the flakes picking up on the bottle, on the brush, outside of the bottle, and they lay down nice and flat for me. Now this one also dries down a little bit on the satin-like side, so I would recommend a good glossy top coat to really make it pack a punch, which is what you're seeing here on that full hand shot. Overall, once again, no texture report here. I was smooth sailing. And next we've got Space Cowboy, described as a deep velvet blue with glowing red to copper to green shifting multi-chrome. Now I want to note, I freaking adored this one so much. I don't know if makers watch these videos or not, so Shannon, if you're watching this, we need more of this type of pigment. I don't know what you did with this one, but it's crazy awesome and just really shifty and amazing. So I want to note to you guys that the base color is what I would describe as a midnight type of blue. I absolutely adore this combo of polish. A midnight blue type color with a multi-chrome shimmer is my jam. Now, I just want to note, I am filming this in very bright lighting, so you are seeing a true base color, but just know in normal everyday lighting, this comes off a lot more vampy in person. So it's just a touch darker in person. Now, that multi-chrome shimmer is really interesting to me because I've dealt with a lot of polishes that have multi-chrome pigment in them, but this was a really interesting particle size to me. It's a little bit on the larger size, and it's very obvious, really in your face. So you'll see it as this strong reddish glow overall, and you'll get a strong green shift on angles. I did try to catch it on my macro shots, so I'm going to add that to the end of the video so you guys can see it. On the full hand shot here, you are seeing a glossy top coat, just really vampy, shifty goodness. And last but not least, we have Boogie Woogie Feng Shui. This is described as a soft seashell pink with a strong coppery rose glow. I don't think I can ever say seashell without getting tripped up. So anyways, this is another very lovely, glowy, just really just unicorn-like, in my opinion, glowy shade. So we've got a strong shimmer here once again. Now this one for opacity, I'm also going to suggest 2 to 3 coats for opacity, depending on nail length and application type. Now this one, if you are curious, compared to the other kind of corally pink shade that is shimmery in this collection, if you're wanting to kind of get an idea for the comparison between the two, that one is more of a vibrant coral like color. This one's more of a soft pink type of pink overall. So I thought they were different enough. I didn't need to do a comparison shot between the two. I think they're different enough, but one's definitely more coral and one's more soft pink. So here we have a lovely curly light feel on application. I did build it up to 3 coats and I thought I was good to go. Once again, those ridges are giving me a little bit of difficulty right now. So I needed to even out and be a little extra with how I'm polishing right now. So overall, really nice, self-leveling. It does dry down a little bit on the kind of semi-matte side, so I wore a glossy top coat with it on the full hand shot to really make it pop and just very, very glowy overall. You'll mostly see it as a very strong, just copperish type of glow. Very, very pretty. Super, super flattering. So these will go up for pre-order August 11th, this Sunday at 7 p.m. Central Time, and the pre-order will end August 13th at midnight Central Time. Now, after that, regular restocks are weekly after that. So if you are new to the brand overall, she does do restocks on Sundays at 7 Central Time. So that's for the most part, and normally she'll keep a collection around for a month. So definitely get in there and grab them if you are wanting them. I will link you guys below to Pahlish's website, as well as my blog post for a written review. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.